So how are you feeling about this new year?
Very positive about New Year. We had a good year last year and this year is going to be even better. We've just spent 2 full days cutting trees down at Charlie's place. It's been a lovely December, nice to have the kids here, family, friends, all good. 2 more days of holiday and then I'm back at work and I'm looking forward to that too.
So I hope you can hear me with this chainsaw in the background. But basically what I would like to show is how we've changed our guest house. There were so many trees and they were growing really all over the place. And they also were starting to get real dangerous for the roofing system. We were scared that they would fall on the roof because we had a few branches, big branches, fall and damage here and there. So Peter and the guys decided a few days ago to start doing this. And I wish I took it before, I didn't, but those of you who have seen it before will have an idea of what it looked like then and what it looks like now. So here we go. I was disappointed in my footage here. I was trying to give you an idea of how high up this tree is and how dangerous it is for the guys to cut it down. Peter was there with the 2 guys and they had ropes everywhere and it was quite a feat to cut these trees down safely and without damaging anything. So it was remarkable actually. This is what we call a rondavel. It's a separate area, a little rondavel, thatch rondavel. And we've really cut down a lot here because everything was moldy, everything was really getting very ugly over there, and the rondavel was extremely dark. So we've done that, cut quite a few branches down, and they will obviously sprout out again. But also up there we tried to get some of those trees that would fall on and it started to do damage anyway. On this side over there was a big branch that was hanging over. You can see the damage it did to the thatch there, and it was causing a lot of leaves on this roof, and the roof with times have had leaks because of all the weight and leaves and everything that falls on there. So we've taken a few big branches and 1 or 2 smaller trees away here, so there's more space and more light. And there's our trusty sidekick. She's been here with Peter working all the time. Yes, Lula. What's happening, Lula? Are you showing us what's happened? You cut a few trees down, hey, and a few branches. Much area now. You see molding was starting to happen here as well, all over this area, and we just feel if it's more open, it won't be such a mess. As you can see, there's still a lot of trees by the rondavel area, but they have been taken away from the building, so they can grow up here and be merry. But we have open space around the building's roofs. This looks absolutely crazy. Look at all the branches. Okay, so here you can also see very clearly that everything that was touching the roof or was leaning over the roof we've taken off. Looks terrible now, but it will regrow. And some big branches of trees almost had to go. Over there it's all clear, so we will probably have to do this once in 4 years or so.
Almost a little bit of damage we had here, this one. Came attaching down here and it fell onto the gate.
Oh.
If it fell on here, it would have crushed this. That was the only close call.
We've done really, really well in that respect. We've not cracked or broken one, not damaged any roofs. Oh. But there you can see we were almost too late. There's quite a bit of damage there to this roof. And but also the reality of all these tall trees around the buildings is also that the monkeys have access to come then and pull out the thatch. So if they, now that all the trees are further away from the buildings, they can't get onto the trees so easily. Well, they can still jump, and they do that easily, but it just helps them so much more when the branches are so high. So hopefully with all these branches down and limbs down, we would be able to maintain this by doing it every year, seeing what we need to prune down, and so it doesn't become such a big job and it doesn't look so obvious. So from now on we can actually prune the trees every year, make sure that it is not going to have dead limbs and falling limbs, etc. So that's the plan with this. Guys have taken 3 days so already to cut down and clear this. So, and you can see it's not cleared yet, so there's a lot of work to be done still with regards to clearing. So it looks terribly crazy, but it needs to be done every now and then, and hopefully now we can maintain it properly. So there was a big tree that was threatening to fall on the hanger roof, as well as on this container shed we made here. So unfortunately this old big thing they had to come down. You can see they've already done things to it to prevent it from growing sideways. So but it's terrible, but unfortunately it had to happen. And then on this side it's all nice and clear. There's no trees close to the hanger roof here. So, but on this side again, we have cut down a few branches that was coming closer to the hanger. So most of this has been cleared already, and it looks so much better. And the hanger again had so much mold and humidity building up here. It was just not worth leaving it like that, because it causes damage to the foundation and everything else. So this will be good. We're still in the middle of summer, so this will dry out nicely before, well, summer, we get summer rains anyway. So in between rainy spells, we'll get this to dry out nicely every time. Come Lula, let's go. Is it so hot you just want to stand under the car? Come, let's go, guys.
Yep.
So it looks like we've got wood for a few winters. So explain to us why else did you do this? What else? So I see aesthetics. So I see the mold and the humidity that forms in the buildings, which is not good for the foundations and everything, and obviously falling onto the buildings. But you have another reason why you did this.
It was mainly for the big trees falling onto the buildings, because we've had a couple of trees fall down in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And also we've cleared nicely around the lighting conductors.
Okay, so that's the other thing, fires.
Yeah, fires. So we cleared nicely around the lighting conductors. So if they get struck by lightning, then there's no trees near to them that may catch light. So that's another safety reason why we've done it.
Okay, so the good thing is now we can just maintain it every year.
But we've cut it away quite significantly, so I would imagine it'll take a year or two before we need to start trimming, but we'll never let it get to this point again where it becomes a 4-day job.
Yeah.
We'll just keep
and
trimming as we need to.
Actually dangerous.
Yeah. So I think we've done well to not do any structural damage to the roofs, to the lighting conductors, to the wall.
Yeah, that's been very good, because some of those trees were really, really high.
And leaning over the structures.
And leaning over roofs and stuff. And you guys took it slowly, tied it up and pulled it.
And let it down with the rope, yeah.
Very well done.
So all good.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
Doing, huh? What's he eating? A bun. Goodbye, Lila. Are you going? Bye. Right. Bye.
Ah.